Kangxin's sect is getting destroyed by a four-eyed demon. Sect leader Zhang Bao arrives and he tells his sect members to run away while he takes care of this demon. Zhang Bao uses all of his ki to fight against the demon. He is determined to finish off this four-eyed demon even at the cost of his own life. The demon makes a huge roar and all of Zhang Bao's energy dissipates into the air. Zhang Bao gets enveloped by the demon energy, which results in his death. After some time, Zhang Bao got reincarnated inside an empty armor. He needs to return to his sect to settle the score with that four-eyed demon. He tries to use a powerful teleportation technique, but he has insufficient ki left in his body, and without ki, he is unable to use any skills from his previous life. He looks at his surroundings and there seems to be an ongoing war. Human knights are fighting against some armors with cursed energy. The humans are demotivated, so Princess Whale comes up to them and reminds them of the third rule of knighthood, which says that they should never give up. She tells them they have no other choice and they have to defeat these cursed armors, which are mindlessly killing every living being. They can only eradicate these cursed armors by obtaining a legendary sword called Excalibur. With that said, both armies start rushing toward each other. Meanwhile, Zhang Bao brushes it off as a mere war between different factions. He's thinking of ways to replenish his ki. Soon he realizes that the sword Princess Whale is using can be a magical weapon because he can feel faint source of ki flowing through it. Magic weapons are naturally able to gather ki, and possessing a magical weapon can accelerate the absorption of ki. After some time, the knights manage to defeat the current wave of cursed armors. Soon, Zhang Bao appears behind the princess and he tries to take the sword from her. A bulky knight runs toward them and he punches Zhang Bao with all of his might. They are both thinking of him as just a mere mannerless knight. Zhang Bao picks up his helmet, which was dropped after he received the punch. Princess Whale and the knights become shocked after watching it, and the army surrounds him. They are mistaking him for a cursed armor because he is empty from inside. The bulky knight attacks him with his massive weapon, but Zhang Bao manages to easily dodge it. Princess Whale goes for a straight strike, and she manages to land a hit on him, which sends him flying away. The cursed armor reinforcements arrive at the same time and they start battling against each other. Both the bulky knight and Princess Whale are quite good at fighting the cursed armors as a pair. Even their soldiers are amazed after watching them fight. A cursed armor tries to attack the princess. She manages to dodge the attack, but she gets separated from the bulky knight in the process. There are too many cursed armors and she is almost out of stamina. A cursed armor tries to attack her, which sends her sword flying away near Zhang Bao. Zhang Bao picks it up and he can feel a small amount of ki flowing through it. This magical weapon is similar to the ones from his world, and he starts testing it out on the cursed armors. The humans become confused after watching an empty armor fight against the other cursed armors. Zhang Bao is cutting other armors just like grass. He manages to defeat all cursed armors with just a single slash attack filled with ki. Princess Whale is confused, but Zhang Bao tells her to not worry and he just wants her magical sword. He starts channeling all of the ki of the sword in order to use a powerful teleportation technique, but the sword ki is insufficient and it breaks down into pieces. Zhang Bao asks them if they have more magical swords like this. At this point, Princess Whale becomes sure that this armor is not in cahoots with other cursed armors and she asks for his name. He tells her his name is Zhang Bao and he just needs magical weapons similar to his sword. Princess Whale asks him to form an alliance with her. She further elaborates that they are advancing toward a castle nearby, and according to the legends, that castle contains a legendary sword called Excalibur, which can end the cursed armor's calamity. Zhang Bao agrees and they start moving toward the castle. Their path gets blocked by cursed armors, which are guarding the castle entrance, and Zhang Bao easily defeats them using his broken sword. Zhang Bao asks them about the origin of the Excalibur. Princess Whale tells him that it is a treasure that appeared before thousands of believers on the holy day, and there is a rumor that only those people who are chosen can wield it. They reach a room with Excalibur and there are a lot of dead bodies of people who previously tried to wield the sword. Zhang Bao can feel a large amount of ki flowing through the Excalibur, and he is sure that it is a high-level magic weapon. Princess Whale and her knights are also amazed after watching the legendary Excalibur with their eyes. Princess Whale knows she will end up like these corpses if she fails to wield it. She grabs the Excalibur, but it starts absorbing her life force, which is making her weaker. Excalibur is about to completely absorb her life force, but Zhang Bao throws her away. He tries to pull out the Excalibur, and it turns out people from this world have no knowledge about ki, that's why they were not able to control it. While Zhang Bao is pulling out the sword, more cursed armors surround the knights, and they start battling it out. A big cursed grizzly bear armor appears and it starts wreaking havoc. Zhang Bao is worried about them, but he can't do anything at the moment because it takes a lot of time to control a high-level magic weapon like Excalibur. But Zhang Bao is the strongest key practitioner from his world, and he manages to pull it out. Princess Whale is about to be attacked by the Grizzly Armor, but Zhang Bao appears there in an instant, and he manages to block the attack of Grizzly Armor. Excalibur can easily absorb the key from its surroundings and the cursed armors. Zhang Bao starts channeling the key into his body. Cursed Bear tries to attack him, but Zhang Bao gets behind him in an instant. He reconstructs the flow of ki to make a powerful sword attack, and he manages to slash the cursed Grizzly Bear armor in just one powerful strike. The cursed bear starts burning as he falls down to the ground. Both Princess Whale and Bulky Knight are amazed after witnessing the power of Excalibur. Zhang Bao thinks he has gathered enough ki to teleport back to his world, so he tries to use the teleportation technique, but it turns out his ki is still insufficient. Zhang Bao heads outside to pummel more cursed armor so he can absorb their ki. Princess Whale is impressed by his skill, and she is thinking maybe Zhang Bao is their new king who will save them from this cursed armor calamity. Zhang Bao starts wreaking havoc in the midst of the cursed army. Suddenly, he hears a voice which says he has obtained a knight, and he needs to approve something. On the other side, Princess Whale army is trying their best to defend against the hordes of cursed armors. They lose all of their hope after getting surrounded by grisly cursed armors. Meanwhile, Zhang Bao finally responds to the voice of the Excalibur, and he approves the knights. All cursed armors which were previously defeated by Zhang Bao start getting revived, and their ki has also changed color to yellow. Both cursed armies start clashing against each other. Princess Whale is a bit confused about the ongoing events, but she becomes relieved after watching Zhang Bao commanding them. It turns out Zhang Bao can absorb the ki of every single cursed armor he defeats with Excalibur. Plus, he can also resurrect them to fight for him. This reminds Princess Whale about the King of Knights, whose stories she heard from her mentor when she was a child. He further tells her a King of Knights can emit the most dazzling brilliance on the battlefield. Such a hero who can use Excalibur to split the skies is worthy enough to be the King of Knights. Princess was a kid back then, so she mistakes the strongest person as the king, but her mentor corrects her by saying there are many other qualities a real king should have. Meanwhile, the situation outside the castle has completely changed as Zhang Bao is getting rid of the cursed armors with his new army. Princess's army also become motivated and they start fighting the cursed army. Zhang Bao has gathered enough ki for a powerful attack. He uses a powerful technique called of lightning to shower to the cursed army with bolts of lightning. The whole cursed army gets wiped out with the help of that lightning attack. Princess Whale can see a brilliance of light emitting from Zhang Bao, and the sky above him is also split, which confirms that Zhang Bao is the King of Knights. The human army becomes filled with joy and they start celebrating their victory. Zhang Bao tries to use the teleportation technique again, but the sword calls his name, and his consciousness gets sucked by the sword. He wakes up in his real body inside the inner realm of Excalibur. The conscience of the sword tells him that this is the Camelot Hall. The spirit of Excalibur appears before him in the human form, and she introduces herself as Vivian. She considers Zhang Bao as her master because he can wield her. Zhang Bao has met many magical weapon spirits in his previous life, but this is the first time he's meeting a human-shaped spirit, and he never heard of this big of an inner realm inside a magical weapon. Zhang Bao asks Vivian as to why she brought him inside the inner realm of Excalibur. Vivian informs him that this is the only place where they can communicate freely, and she shows a small candle to him. She tells him that this flame indicates how much ki Zhang Bao has, and if he wants to use the teleportation technique, this flame must light up the whole Camelot Hall. Zhang Bao had no idea about it because he had never used the teleportation technique before. Vivian starts massaging Zhang Bao to relieve his stress. Zhang Bao tells her that he has no other choice but to beat more cursed armors in order to lit the Camelot Hall. Vivian tells him that he will be able to defeat the four-eyed demon with Excalibur as well. She further elaborates that a demon possessing four evil eyes is the one who started this cursed armor calamity in this world. Zhang Bao becomes shocked, and he's wondering if this four-eyed demon is related to the one he was trying to destroy in his previous world. Zhang Bao becomes more pissed, and he asks Vivian to send him back to his armor body. As Vivian is teleporting him back, she tells him that she will always be by his side until he becomes a king. Meanwhile, in the outside world, both humans and cursed armors are bowing down to Zhang Bao. Princess Whale begs him to become their king and get rid of the cursed armor calamity. Zhang Bao is a bit hesitant to become the king, and he tells them that he was teleported here from another world. Zhang Bao is curious about the origin of the cursed armors, and Princess Whale starts explaining that 10 years ago, something strange appeared in the sky. After that, monsters started appearing and they killed every living being on sight. They were given cursed armor name because they looked as if they were cursed. They destroyed many nations, and the survivors reported that the one commanding the cursed armors is a colossal four-eyed demon. That's the only information they have available on this topic. Princess Whale's original plan was to obtain the Excalibur and head south to King's Stone to replenish their troops, and continue south toward the heart of this calamity. King's Stone was one of the nations destroyed by the cursed armors, so Zhang Bao decides to head there with Princess Whale's army in order to turn those cursed armors into his key. Princess Whale thanks him and refers to him as her king. With that said, they start heading toward the King's Stone. Princess Whale troops are a bit scared because they are not used to cooperating with the cursed armors. Meanwhile, Zhang Bao is focused on cultivating ki from his surroundings. Zhang Bao's consciousness gets transported to the Camelot again, and he seems to be carrying Vivian. The cursed armors are also present there, and they add up to the key required to light the Camelot Hall. According to the cultivation level from his previous world, he is barely on the beginner level. Vivian transforms him back because someone is looking for him. Princess Whale brought food for him, but he can't eat it because he has no human body. He tells her he can fill his human needs by just consuming ki. Zhang Bao reaches King's Stone with his troops after defeating some cursed armors. Zhang Bao is curious about some big statues, and Princess Whale tells him that those are the statues of the 11 greatest kings of this land. They once gathered in this place to determine who is the strongest among them, but after the calamity, they have never heard any news about them. Zhang Bao finds some survivors, but they seem to be scared of something. A cursed armor tries to sneak attack Zhang Bao from behind, but he manages to dodge it. Zhang Bao manages to strike the helmet of this cursed armor, but there is a human inside of it. Princess Whale recognizes him as King Roth. It turns out it was all a big misunderstanding, and King Roth mistook Zhang Bao as a cursed armor. Princess Whale informs Zhang Bao that King Roth is the most influential out of all 11 kings, and he is the monarch of King's Stone. The knights in Princess' army are amazed after watching King Roth in person, because he is quite famous for defeating hundreds of foes by himself. Princess Whale asks King Roth to accompany them so they can find the other kings and end the cursed armor calamity. King Roth tells her that 11 kings had already formed an alliance, but they were decimated by the cursed armor army. King Roth becomes enraged and he tells the princess that cursed armor calamity is nothing they can stop by themselves. Even the princess becomes afraid after hearing it straight from the mouth of one of the strongest kings. King Roth further tells her the strongest kings in the entire continent perished under the onslaught of the cursed armor, and there is no one left who can defeat the cursed army. He is the only knight left in King's Stone. Princess Whale becomes disheartened after hearing it. King Roth tells them that there are still survivors left in King's Stone, and they must evacuate them. King Roth plans to annihilate all cursed armors within King's Stone. Everyone thinks that King Roth was a better candidate for Excalibur than Zhang Bao. King Roth tells them to evacuate all survivors to a church, which is the last safe haven left for humans in King's Stone. Some survivors start acting weird after seeing the church, and King Roth tells them that maybe they are afraid because Zhang Bao, who looked like a cursed armor, is accompanying them. King Roth is pissed at Zhang Bao for some unknown reason. He tells Zhang Bao that he will kill him the moment he shows any signs of hostility, and Zhang Bao replies that he will also beat King Roth's ass if he tries anything funny. Zhang Bao starts clearing their path by killing all the cursed armors on there. Princess Whale army still trusts Zhang Bao as their true king. Zhang Bao tells them that he does not hate King Roth because he's doing everything for his country. Zhang Bao gets rid of more cursed armors, but suddenly a strange-looking cursed armor appears behind him. He attacks Zhang Bao, but he manages to dodge it. This cursed armor is looking stronger than the previous cursed armors. They both start clashing swords, and Zhang Bao manages to pierce him with Excalibur. The cursed armor starts crumbling, and a human appears from inside. Zhang Bao tells others about it, and King Roth tells them that it must be a possessive cursed armor. Cursed armors are basically empty in their normal state, but when they find a suitable living body, they possess him. They become more stronger by absorbing the life energy of the person they possessed. The person who came out of the cursed armor Zhang Bao defeated had died after his life force was depleted. Finally, they arrive at the church, and King Roth tells them that they have an abundant amount of food and water supply inside the church. But after getting inside the church, they see all human survivors are already dead, and there are cursed armors present inside. King Roth becomes devastated after witnessing it. The cursed armors try to go for King Roth, but they are stopped by Zhang Bao. King Roth still gets surrounded by cursed armors, and he becomes enraged. On the other hand, Zhang Bao is easily defeating the possessive cursed armors, and the humans trapped inside them are being freed. Princess Whale tries to help a survivor of possessive armor, but he tells them to run away because King Roth is not the same after he led them inside the church. He became just like those cursed armors, and they started slaughtering the civilians indiscriminately. Princess Whale becomes shocked after hearing it. Now she knows why survivors became afraid after they watched the church. In the meanwhile, King Roth becomes completely possessed by his cursed armor, and his power level also amplifies. King Roth performs a slash attack on Zhang Bao, but he manages to dodge it. Both King Roth and Zhang Bao get ready to engage in a head-on battle. King Roth leaps toward Zhang Bao, but he manages to block his attack. King Roth is enveloped in a defensive ki, and Zhang Bao's attacks are not working on him. Zhang Bao envelops Excalibur in ki to counter King Roth. He does a frontal attack on King Roth which has almost no effect, but he's determined to free King Roth from his cursed armor. King Roth does another frontal attack. This time both Zhang Bao and King Roth armor breaks down into parts, but Zhang Bao reattached himself using his ki. Zhang Bao performs a lightning fall technique on King Roth, and King Roth falls down to the ground. Excalibur starts absorbing King Roth's ki as well as some fragments of his memory. It turns out after the 11 kings' combined army was defeated by the four-eyed demon, King Roth abandoned his post and he returned to King's Stone to protect his people. King Roth became more enraged after his army was defeated inside the King's Stone by cursed armors. He was unconsciously possessed by cursed armor in the process, which made him see normal humans as cursed armors. King Roth was then corrupted by the evil ki of that possessive armor, and he started killing his own people. Zhang Bao feels pity for King Roth because he just wanted to protect his people, but the cursed armor made him do evil things. King Roth tells everyone to run because there is someone powerful coming to that place. Suddenly, they see a cursed energy up in the sky. The ray of energy crashes near them in King's Stone, and a knight appears out of it. Princess Whale tells them he is one of the 11 kings just like King Roth. He was known as King Bai Qi. Zhang Bao informs them that he is also possessed just like King Roth. Zhang Bao and his army became prepared to face him. King Bai Qi uses a technique to summon cursed armors, but Zhang Bao shields his men with his sword. King Bai Qi tells him to hand over Excalibur, or he will kill everyone present there. Zhang Bao tells him to piss off because they are his loyal subjects, and he will not let anyone touch them. This time, Zhang Bao summons the King Roth's armor to fight against King Bai Qi. Both King Roth armor and Zhang Bao start heading toward King Bai Qi in unison, but King Bai Qi also summons more cursed armors to aid him in battle. It turns out King Roth has regained his consciousness inside his new armor, and he thanks Zhang Bao for it. Both of them start facing the cursed army together. King Bai Qi informs King Roth that he will not get away like last time when he abandoned them and returned to King's Stone. It turns out after King Roth left the 11 kings' army, most of the kings came in contact with the four-eyed demon, and they surrendered to him. After receiving power from four-eyed demon, King Bai Qi turned all of his subordinates into a part of his power. Zhang Bao is fighting against King Bai Qi for a long time, but Excalibur can't seem to absorb any of his ki to weaken him. On the contrary, every blow Zhang Bao is taking is depleting his own ki, and his army is also getting pushed back by King Bai Qi's cursed armors. Zhang Bao realizes that according to his previous world, he is on 4th level of ki cultivation stage, while King Bai Qi is on 9th level. King Bai Qi tells Zhang Bao to surrender as he thinks he is not worthy of Excalibur. He gets attacked from behind by Princess Whale, and she tells him that he is the one who is not worthy of wielding the Excalibur. King Bai Qi tells her to see the reality of the situation as King Ulan's, King Camelot, and King Nantes appear behind her. Bulky Knight rescues the princess, and King Bai Qi tells them that excluding King Roth, other kings have received blessings from the four-eyed demon. Zhang Bao gets surrounded by all 4 of them, and he has no ki left, so he uses his ultimate technique to run away from them. He used the same technique on all of his subjects to increase their speed, and they start retreating from the battlefield. The 4 kings start destroying the city because they can just retrieve Excalibur from the rubble. The entrance to the city is about to be blocked by the falling structure, but King Roth holds up the rubble so everyone else can escape. He tells them to leave without him because he cannot run away from his sins, and he finally acknowledges Zhang Bao as his king. He is sure that Zhang Bao is the one who will save this world by ending the cursed armor calamity. Princess Whale becomes sad as they run away from the city. The 4 kings caught King Roth, but he seems to be happy because he finally met the strongest king of them all. After hearing it, all 4 kings finish off King Roth with their swords. Zhang Bao's army managed to get away from the city, and they decided to head over to the abandoned Carrion City, which is the home of Princess Whale.